Oh, fine. You're fine. Yeah. If you want to have a seat, you're fine. I'll let you know when you stand. No, we're not doing. Yeah, they'll. They are. They're allowed. Good morning. I am Jerry Simmons, and I'm the proud principal of New Bern High School. And I want to thank you for your presence as we honor our class of 2017. There's a ton of work that has brought us to this morning. Our staff members have transformed Caruso Coates Stadium into a suitable venue for this morning's ceremony. Our teaching faculty members have imparted wisdom that will catapult your children into their next station of life. And these seniors, they have delivered in our classrooms and earned everything that we have to offer. So now it's your turn. Guests, it's the desire of this year's senior class to have a very dignified commencement ceremony. And we'll need your help in accomplishing this. Once we begin to present diplomas, we will expect a certain level of respect from each of today's guests. We'll need you to remain inside this stadium until we have concluded the ceremony and all graduates have left the stadium. You'll find your darlings waiting for you on our courtyards after retrieving their materials from the classrooms. As always, please ensure that any electronic devices that could disrupt today's event are turned off. Each of these directives is intended to prevent any interruptions and ensure that this will be a graduation ceremony befitting the achievements of our distinguished honorees. Thank you for helping us to maintain the sanctity of our program. Now that we've handled that tidbit of housekeeping, I'm going to need you to please rise and let out a thunderous roar as New Bern High School's class of 2017 processes. water underneath your seat. Folks, please remain standing as our New Bern High School band renders our national anthem. Good morning again. Assistant Superintendent Wilson, to our board members here, we have Chairman Hale, Ms. Beatrice Smith, and Mr. Carl Ipock. We have Commissioner Sampson, and to all of our distinguished guests here today. And certainly to our members of the New Bern High School class of 2017. I am truly honored to address you this morning as you transition from high school senior to high school graduate. This will prove to be one of the more memorable segues of your lifetime. Your accomplishments have been well chronicled, and you have certainly made your mark at New Bern High School, leaving us with numerous gifts, including the podium being used for today's program, and our very own bare bench, which is now on loan to Riverfront Convention Center, and you need to make your way by there to see it. It's absolutely amazing. Thanks again to Darby and Shayna. And of course, this year's group has left us with our 2017 Bruin Yearbook, which documents their journey from meager cubs to the robust bears we see here today. And by the way, Mrs. Sumner and our yearbook staff, they'll be available over on our patio immediately following this morning's program. They only have a few copies left. You might want to make sure you get yours today. We often refer to today's program as a graduation ceremony. It rolls off the tongue rather easily. But a more appropriate title is commencement, because what we're asking you to do is get started. You should celebrate with your family and friends, appreciate all the gifts, enjoy the compliments and praises with which you'll be showered, but then you must get going, because your life is out there, and it's not going to wait. Class of 2017, we're asking that you live your life, execute your plan, be brave, be optimistic, be steadfast, confident, be resolute. Find what you love to do, and you'll leap out of bed every day and charge out the door. Seniors, if you do these things, if you live in this manner, Your days of being a bear won't end on June 10th, 2017. You'll be bears for life. Now we're going to have remarks from a young lady who has wowed us on the volleyball court, on the lacrosse field. She has worked tirelessly to make sure that her classmates enjoy their last year here at New Bern High. North Carolina State University, you are gaining a great one. Ladies and gentlemen, our senior class president, Ms. Faith Hanford.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Thank you for coming out to watch the celebration of 13 years of school. My name is Faith Hanford, and I have had the honor of representing the New Bern High School class of 2017 as their senior class president this year. My sophomore year, I had hopes of being one of the top two, but I decided to let Nick and Maddie take that one. And they beat me anyway. I just want to say thank you to everyone who helped me get to where I am today and where I'm going. A big thank you to all of our teachers, because none of us would be here at all without you. Yeah, we can give them a round of applause. We know your jobs are not always easy, and we definitely don't make them any easier. But you guys have taught us many things outside of a classroom curriculum that we'll take with us when we leave here. So thank you for that. I also want to say thank you to the entire counseling department for always allowing me to come in and speak anything and everything that was on my mind at any point in the day. You guys are awesome, and I'm going to miss you a lot. Also, thank you to the administration for keeping us in line all these years. Specifically, Mr. Simmons and Ms. Holton for starring in numerous video presentations that me and my friends have made. You can check those out on YouTube. They are hilarious and probably the reason we got passing grades in some of our classes. And lastly, I would like to thank my family, wherever y'all are. I don't know if you want to, no? Okay. Oh, there they are. Okay. Mom, Dad, Cal, Ellie, Marley, Simon. You guys are basically the reason that I do anything, and you've supported me all the way through it. I'm forever grateful for everything you've done for me, especially these past 4 years. You've pushed me to reach my full potential, and I don't know how I'm going to function next year without all the craziness around. And I hardly ever thank you, but I could ever thank you enough, so thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Mom and Dad. So growing up with an older brother is not always fun, but one thing that it did make easier were transitions from elementary school to middle school or middle school to high school, just because I knew that someone was there to look out for me and have my back. Even though he would never acknowledge me in the hallways or look at me when I waved, he definitely made it easier. And then, of course, after the first year, everything feels normal, and it's not really new anymore, no matter what school. And high school was no exception for that. We didn't really know what to expect coming into high school. My brother told me that the seniors threw the freshmen into trash cans, and I believed that wholeheartedly, and I was terrified my first day. I also thought we'd have plenty of time in the hallway to talk to our friends, like they do in the movies, but at New Bern High School, that is not the case. You are lucky to get from your English class to your math class without breaking a sweat on time. And then everyone says, it's not like High School Musical. No one sings and dances in the cafeteria. At New Bern High School, on the right day, you will see people singing and dancing in the cafeteria. And if it's not our cheerleaders, our drill team, or our step team, which are fantastic, it will most likely be Miss Wallace, Miss Holton, or even Mr. Green. You'll definitely see that. But Freshman year is hard enough on its own. For our class, I would say that we had a freshman year that was unlike anything we could have expected. Freshman year ended in a way that none of us could have expected. 3 years ago at this time, we were mourning the loss of one of our own classmates, and I know for a fact that some of you, your mourning has not stopped. Regardless of your relationship with Tanner Webb, whether you had been a lifelong friend, middle school sweethearts, or just met him that year, or even if you never knew him at all, losing him that day did something to the community of New Bern High and the town of New Bern itself that nobody saw coming. Whether the students most greatly affected by this loss, myself included, recognized it at the time or not, our community was there for us. And they have continued to support us till this day. And that is valuable and hard to find. As we grew and began to learn the ropes of high school, it became much more enjoyable. No longer being freshmen, missed the camp, no longer hated us. We were able to make high school our own. We found the teachers that we really liked, got involved in what we were passionate about, and found the friends that we will keep for a long time after leaving here. And now here we are, and though freshman year felt like yesterday, we have finished our final year. In about an hour, we will no longer be high school students, but high school graduates. We've had many memories here of the past 4 years, both good and bad. And as we move on, we will tell stories about who we were and what we did. But nobody will truly understand what high school was like for us, besides these people sitting beside us, those who experienced it with us. No matter where we go or where we end up, these teachers, these students, and this school will always be a part of our story. We are leaving the comfort and familiarity of New Bern High to go off to work, to take a year to travel. But for most of us, next year we will be freshmen yet again. And this time, I know my big brother won't be there to look out for me, but neither will our parents, our teachers, and some of our close friends. And if you're scared, you're definitely not alone, because there are about 400 other students who are feeling the exact same way sitting beside you. To define us as one big happy family is a lie. But to say that we don't care about each other and don't want each other to be successful in life is an even bigger lie. In these next few months, our new chapter in the book will begin, and I can't wait to see where it takes us. Just know that this community and these people will always be behind you and always be rooting for you. I want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to represent you this year, and I wish you all the best of luck in whatever comes next.
All right, thank you, Faith. Next, I would like to ask Senior John Hale to deliver his original arrangement of the New Bern High School alma mater. So folks, if you would please stand and allow John to amaze us.
Hail to thee, O New Bern High School, and your colors true. We'll forevermore be loyal, for we're proud of you. You're the brightest star of all. Clear your radiant shine. New Bern High School, how we love thee. All our praise be thine.
All right, you may be seated. And thank you, John. That was excellent as always. Each year, we recognize the seniors who have demonstrated the highest student performance in their class. The valedictorian and salutatorian are each chosen based on their final grade point average. First, our salutatorian. He will study chemistry at High Point University, followed by medical school. He wants to travel the world, eventually start his own family, all the while making lifelong friends. Doctors Mary and Alex Kirby, please stand as we invite your son, this year's salutatorian, Nicholas Kirby, to speak.
Hey guys. All right, everyone. It's about to get motivational up in here. We finally did it, guys. Yes! Woo! All right. Before I begin, I want to thank all the wonderful people who have been a part of our lives, both in big ways and small ways. I want to thank the faculty of New Bern High School for helping us make it through these past 4 years, for giving us advice, for preparing us for the future, for stopping our senior pranks, and for setting up this venue. I especially want to thank my family and friends for helping me to become the person I am today, and for always believing in me. Lastly, I would like to thank my girlfriend, Gabby Miller, for being my best friend and for always being there for me. Yeah. All right. I'll try to make this brief because I know everyone is ready to get out of these sweatsuits. So today is the day, ladies and gentlemen. It's our day. The day that we graduate. The day that our parents won't stop crying until we graduate again in college, where they'll only cry more. The day that will classify us as freshmen again. And the day that I give you all an amazing and awe-inspiring speech that you will never forget. It's been a crazy year, guys. We've had a lot to do. We've had to apply to colleges, practice how to sit down as a group, write like 1,500,000,000 words or less essays, sit through story time with Mr. Simmons, try desperately to find a scholarship that we were eligible for, and be limited to only wearing black shoes to graduation. Yeah, it's been rough. Especially as we did all these things while combating the world's most deadly disease. Yeah, you all know what I'm talking about. Senioritis. Yeah, it's dangerous. I want all the graduates to raise their right hand real fast. Give yourselves a pat on the back. You guys deserve it. You guys are beautiful. You're great. Yeah, give it up. All right, as we move forward past the days of high school drama, acne, living with our parents, and having free meals every day, I just want to leave you all with one thought. Dream a better dream. Now, I'm not talking about sleeping in more during college. I mean, dream bigger and better dreams than this world has ever even imagined. Go out into the world and make the difference that only you can make. It's going to take heart and dedication. It's going to take staying up late and getting up early. It's going to take a lot of Starbucks and Chick-fil-A. And you know what? It's going to take time. At the end of it all, however, I want us to be able to look back at our lives when we are old and wise and say, wow, I dreamed that better dream. I did what only I could do. Though it may be like a stop sign, you know, more of a recommendation, I hope that you all realize what dreaming a better dream can do for you. To show you this, I'm about to let you in on a little secret I learned from High Point. Everyone raise your hands one more time, as high as you can, all right? This is the bar that we normally set for ourselves. The bar that we feel is impossible to reach. The bar that most of us see as the tip of our potential. Now, raise your hands even higher. Did you guys catch that? I told you to raise your hands as high as you could, and yet you raised them even higher. Wow. What's that all about? Just kidding. Okay, yeah, you can put your hands down. All right. The point of that was to show you that only you are holding yourself back. Whenever you set that bar for yourself, you feel limited. You feel like there's no way to rise above it and do better. I want you all to know today that you can rise above that bar. You can make that difference. You can read a children's book to 18-year-olds about to graduate, and it'll be great. You can go out into the world and create something spectacular. And most of all, you can dream better dreams. Friends, family, graduates, New Bern High School, that person in the corner of the bleachers who probably missed everything I said, thank you all for allowing me to speak today. God bless you all.
Thank you, Nick. Thank you to our chorus. And a special thank you to both Mrs. Oglesby and Mr. Sumner for your amazing careers. Our next honored student, the recipient of this year's valedictory acknowledgement, will major in mathematics at Davidson College. She would then like to evaluate what her future holds, weigh her options. Undoubtedly, she will have plenty. I'd like to ask Mr. and Mrs. Gatchell to please stand as we invite your daughter, this year's valedictorian, Madeline Gatchell, to the podium.
Sorry, it's not straight yet. There we go. Good morning, family, friends, faculty, and the class of 2017. It is the morning of June 10th, and shortly after I conclude this speech, we will walk across this stage and out of the stadium gates as New Bern High School graduates. Graduation represents a time for the celebration of accomplishments and growth, but it also represents a time for reflection, both on the past and the future. For those of you who do not know me, I love asking questions, normally in multiples of 2. As a result, I thought it would only be appropriate to center this speech around 2 questions. First, what have we learned in the past 4 years? Second, why is this important? To address the first question, it is essential to start where our paths first crossed on this stage of our journey. In August of 2013, we met for the first time as freshmen in high school and as the future class of 2017. Many of us experienced mixed emotions about being in high school. I know I did. Excitement for all of the new freedoms and opportunities, but also anxiety because we really did not know what lay ahead. During our 4 years at this school, we have certainly learned a lot. In math, we learned the lovely quadratic formula. In science, we learned that enzymes are proteins. In English, we learned how to write a research paper using proper MLA format. In history, we learned the Chinese dynasty song, which I will not be singing for you today. And in our world languages classes, we learned that words have genders. But we also learned some important life lessons here at New Bern High School. We learned to grieve after the loss of a beloved classmate. We learned to fail and to learn from our failures. We learned the dangers of waiting until the night before a deadline to start a project, or in my case, a lab report. Sorry, Mr. Guerin. We learned to think for ourselves, and we started to learn where our passions lie. For me, I learned that I love mathematics. I know this is an unpopular opinion among many of you, but mathematics is my passion, and over the past 4 years, I have learned to embrace it. I can comfortably say that we have learned a lot. So what? When I mentioned earlier that graduation calls for celebrating and reflecting, I meant it. I believe we should celebrate all we have learned the past 4 years because it shows how we have changed, how we have grown, how we have transformed, into the young adults we are today. I would like to say that I am proud of all of us and all that we have learned, both in the classroom and outside of it. But wait, there's more good news. While this speech is almost over, our learning is not. Learning is a continuous process that will help us grow throughout our lives. It will challenge us when life is stale and fulfill us when we succeed. At some point in the near future, we will all have to learn something alone without the help and guidance of our teachers and parents, which is both scary and empowering. For example, we will learn how to pay taxes, do our own laundry, and cook. But we will also learn how to take care of ourselves and how to be good citizens. What I hope we will remember is that no matter where we are in life, we can always learn. And as I said before, I like things to be in multiples of 2, so I have 2 challenges for you. First, learn one thing for yourself. It can be as simple as learning how to parallel park, as in my case. Second, learn one thing to help others and your community. You may never know the full impact you can have on others. Congratulations to the class of 2017, and I wish all of us luck in our lives as lifelong learners. Thank you.
Thank you, Maddie. The class of 2017 has matured over the years, and the product is the group of fine young men and women seated here today. Part of that maturation process, sadly, included the loss of a classmate during their freshman year here at New Bern High. This year's seniors have decided emphatically that although their classmate could not physically be here with us today, this ceremony will include a moment for both recognition and remembrance. So in keeping with the requests of our class of 2017, I now ask that our marshals assist me in awarding this year's very first diploma. Tanner Christopher Webb. Trish and Matt, Andrew and Parker, thank you so much for allowing us to honor Tanner this morning. Research tells us that 76% of all people will have only one moment in their lives when they receive individual recognition. That means no military promotions, no athletic awards, no musical solos, just one moment. Over 3/4 of us will experience that gratification of having all eyes on us, all attention on us followed by the sweet sound of applause, just once during our entire lifetime. And that one moment, y'all, is high school graduation. That one time is this morning for these 355 seniors seated here. So this morning, June 10th, 2017, here at 4200 Academic Drive, you're going to assist me in ensuring that each of our seniors will have that moment. To be more specific, they're going to have 5 seconds. The 5 seconds it will take to announce their name, to allow them to cross this stage and to receive their diploma. Yes, this will lengthen this morning's program. And yes, we still expect you to stay inside for the recognition of each graduate. Because it's not about you this morning, it's about your babies. It's about this fantastic 355. So here are the rules of engagement. Guests, exercise some semblance of self-discipline, the same self-discipline that these seniors have demonstrated over the years. Render a round of applause, not just for yours, but for each senior after their name is called. And then we need you to reel it back in just as quickly, because that next senior, as they approach that side of our stage, they deserve that same recognition. They've earned that moment. And each of them deserves to hear from each of us. New Bern High School, let's show that dignified and respectful does not have to mean silent. Let's give each senior the best graduation gift imaginable. Let's give them their moment. Dr. Wilson, our board members here, these students seated before you have fulfilled all the graduation requirements set forth by the Craven County Public Schools Board of Education. At this time, I will ask that each senior join me on the stage to receive your diploma as your name is called.
Good morning. Many of you know that I am not one that normally asks for permission. I ask for forgiveness. So, Mr. Simmons, I ask for your forgiveness. You say these are your babies. I had a third of them before they came to you. So I need a little photo real quick because they look beautiful. Keep smiling. Gotta do a panoramic. Woo! Love y'all. Y'all ready? All right. Will the first row please stand? Come on up. Kong A. Amar Yasir Abdullah. Hannah Noel Adams. Taylor Ellis Andrews. Philip Michael Armentrout. Alexander B. Avent. Isabel Lynn Baggett. Courtney Lachelle Beecham. Shantavia Andrene Beasley. Eric Tyree Beasley. Grace Marie Beauchamp. Deontay Traquan Becton. Antonia Nicole Benjamin. Evelyn Alejandra Bermudez Chavez. Darnasha Venice Berry. DeQuante Tyreek Berry. Shalik Nakeem Best. Azariah Rael Blake. Trisha Nicole Blakely. Gabriella Marie Bacha. Lauren Tyler Boone. Hunter Morgan Bowser. Anthony Dwayne Leo Boyd. Cedric Ricardo Boyd. Denasia Shavante Boyd. Blaze Madison Brabble. Isaiah David Bradley. Caleb Robert Brightup. Jason Tyler Brewer. Maya Exandria Britt. Jasmine Shantavia Brown. Jacob Thomas Brunello. Trayvon Marquise Bryant Grady. Caitlin May Buter. Kenneth Wilson Bunn II. Hannah Elizabeth Birchfield. Samantha Andrea Burdick. Brianna Jo Burgess. Devin Lee Burkett. Eric Christopher Cabingas. Madeline Carol Callison. Madison Diane Carroll. Cody Andrew Caro. Anna Alexis Carter Moore. Marcus Alexander Casey. Naomi Marie Elidius Chadwick. Deonche Jabari Devon Cherry. Andrew McCoy Childs. Malcolm Reed Chitty III. Matthew Joseph Crucial. Dominique Latrice Clark. William Burgess Cleve. Ross Edward Clift II. Olivia Claire Coddington. Jeffrey Arthur Collins. Jeffrey Brian Connor Jr. Jessica Victoria Konar. Kelsey Grace Cook. Lamar Rashad Cooper. Brian Corona Martinez. Ariana Annalie Cruz. Tashana Monet Kerman. Dana Nicole Sear.
Christian Amon Davis. Michael McDaniel Davis. Morgan Davis. Ryan Aaron Day. Jessica Grace Delia. Timothy Eric Derima. Gretchen Kayla Dieters. Chelsea Lynn Dixon. Janaya Shalise Dixon. Catherine P. Dixon. Patricia J. Dixon. Mary Bennett Doty. Logan Elizabeth Dow. Blake Joseph Drought. Easton Daniel Drought. Hunter Matthew Drought. Alexis Nicole Duncan. Kayla Ray Dyson. Trayvon Reginald Eaton. Haley Noel Edwards. Megan Elizabeth Edwards. Mu E. Journey Shayasia Everett. Darby Elizabeth Faraci. Achilles Galasan Faustino III. Anthony Cottrell Felder. Lucas Wooten Ferreira. Stephanie Morgan Finch. Chrissy Marie Fonville. Latia Vanetta Ford. Mishaya Adaria Francis. Michaela Danielle Frazier. Victoria Ariel Frazier. Kayla Joe Freeland. Gong Gade. Jaquan Malik Garfield. Jordan Thomas Garman. Hannah Lee Garner. Dustin Kyle Gaskins II. Madeline Elizabeth Gatchell. Timon Quashe Gay. Ashley May George. DeAndre Daquan Gillette. Syria Mullane Gilmore. LaQuante Jamal Godfrey. Amber Marie Golden. Geronte Avery Graham. Hayden Luke Grant. Lawrence Edward Gray V. Cloriana Danae Green. Robert Milton Green Jr. Cameron Peyton Green. Noah Mark Grenier. Logan Phillips Griffin. Megan Elizabeth Griffin. Marcos Gillian. Joshua Sergey Guter. Jacob Riley Hackett. Alexander Lynn Hagee. John Dakota Hale. Kasia Shay Hall. Michaela Hart Hall. Andrea Lenore Hancock. Faith Carmel Hanford. Cameron Ryan Hargett. Clifford Martin Harris. Taylor Rose Harris. Elizabeth Joy Henderson. Shakisha Darwana Henderson. Peyton Nicole Henry. Lourdes Karina Hernandez Contreras. Michaela Aaliyah Hicks. Allison Taylor Hill. Kayla Janae Hill. Alex Caton Henson. Trent Wells Henson. Za Nin. Haley Ann Hoffman. Molly Elizabeth Holton. Donald Ray Howard Jr. Hey Blue 2. Ya Blue Sir 2. John Henry Mendoza, Indiana. Algeria Shahada bin Islam. Christian Elliott Jackson. Kyle Taylor Jacobs. Amy Michelle Jarman. Jaquan Tariq Jarvis. Deasia Brianne Jenkins. Brianna Danielle Johnson. Jasmine Iman Johnson. Jonathan Nafoa Johnson. Jordan Isaiah Johnson. Katie Marie Johnson. Stephon Deshawn Jones. Veronica Michelle Jones. Michael John Jort. Mandy Chauncey Joseph. Kayla Danielle Warbe. Savannah Renee Jumper.
Eka Day. Jakayla Nicole Kelly. Cassidy Elizabeth Kelly. Zachary Scott Kelly. Destiny Alicia King. Nicholas Carter Kirby. Ryan Joseph Kirby. Alyssa Nicole Kite. Jameson Tyson Knickerbocker. Matthew Raymond Nortz II. Talea Manasia Knott. Emily Aaron Kramer. Pa Ku. Vivon Amon Lale. Barrick McCrae LaPrairie. David Oscar Levine. Divine D'Antoni Lawrence. Dylan Joseph LeBlanc. Brianna Nicole Ledford. Morgan Alexis Lee. Ivy Jade Liedl. Son Thaw Lin. Corshia Shaquan Little. Patrick Jerome Lloyd. Zachary Neil Long. Angel Hope Lorton. Jessica Marie Lascalzo. Julia Jacqueline McGee. Jamie Nicole Martin. Juan Esteban Martinez. Jillian Hannah Maxey. Liam Stone McCormick. Courtney Kenyante McCarter. Ariel Rosemary McCrae. Juby Lee McGee III. Naya Shanquelle McGee. Hannah Caitlin Meadows. Allison Foster Medlin. Caleb Joshua Medlin. Sue May. Samantha Renee Mina. Bryce Kincaid Mendick. Jonathan Storm Merle. Emily Caroline Metz. Keandre Jermad Mewborn. Charlie Kathleen Miller. Gabrielle Elise Miller. Daryl Lamar Minus Jr. Matthew Guy Manette. Desmond Keith Monk. Virginia May Montedonico. Josiah Timothy Moreland. Quaisha Shanae Morris. Joshua Garrett Mullen. Savannah Elizabeth Murphy. Angelique Tashiana Faye Merle. Megan Lee Muse. Melena Rose Muse. Lei Mintsu. Madeline Elizabeth Newell. Elijah Thomas Nichols. Charles Ray Nobles. Catherine Elizabeth Norman. Sarah Caitlin O'Connor. Rachel Reed Ogburn. Alejandro Maria O'Malley. Jordan Keith Orman. Bianca Yarseth Ortega Linares. Gabriel Alexander Ortez Rodriguez. Ase Pa. Christ Mupa. Kupa. Juanita Yvette Perez. Brianna Nikita Perry. Kiara Nicole Perry. Tristan Joseph Perry. Nathan T. Pham. Mara Grace Camille Finney. James Cleveland Pike. Sydney Angela Podwicka. Kelsey Ann Pontiff. Brianna Lynn Posta. Nicolette Rochelle Price.
Jorge Franco Ramirez. Daniel Spencer Rawson. Tu Ray. Kirsten Joelle Reddick. Frey Ray. Vicario Denise Richardson. Gabrielle Skylar Rivera. Anthony Raymond Rocco II. Kelly Elizabeth Rogers. Thom Rowland. Bryce Craven Rosignol. Destiny Star Rowe. Haley Megan Roulette. Daniel Robert Rust. Ashara Nadia Sakin. Hashim Imas Saking. Hampton Bryce Salter. Zoya Monique Sampson. Matthew Dylan Sard. Skylar Elaine Savitz. Mackenzie Ruth Renee Schwanke. Clarence Jasper Sconyers Jr. Rushan Philip Scott. Taylin Hope Seabrook. Jenna Caroline Siegel. Aiden Line Seaman. Joyner Reed Seaman. Brooke Ann Shaw. Amy Lee Field or Shields. Jacob Ryan Shiflett Hawkins. Shannon Kaylee Shope. Michaela Nicole Shy. Christopher Marquell Simmons, Jr. Kiana Shanice Simmons. Devarius Jaquan Simmons Reeves. David Ahmad Simpson. Cameron Cade Ryan Sittig. Kelly Nicole Sizemore. Gregory DeQuan Smith. Hannah Cheyenne Smith. Jawan Gerard Irvin Smith. Jacob Eugene Smith. Jalen Emir Smith. Samantha K. Smith. Christina Alice Snyder. William John Daniel Soden. Elizabeth Jane Salter. Justin Lamont Spragley Haynes. Mariah DeVay Spriggs. Kaisha Tarika Squires.
Still mess up my middle name.
Chesney Faye Staples. Luke Paul Stodner. Michael Robert Steinman. Cora Nicole Stevens. Niaja Colette Stokes. Cameron Thomas Stratton. Melissa Dawn Straub. William Kyle Strickland. Dominique Jaquan Styron. Devin Dean Summerall. Devon Elijah Searles. Allison Rose Swindale. Mariana Kishelle Taylor. Megan Renee Taylor. Ratia Yvette Taylor. Shatoria Marie Taylor. Trayvon DeAndre Taylor. Win Than. Ka A Thar. Wa Hey Thar. Zoe Love Thomas. Casey Lynn Tripleton. Nang To. Andrea Josephine Torres. Deja Talia Torres. Trenton Lee Tripp. Shayna Fatu Toure. Nicole Kaylee Tyndall. Sandra Maria Valenzuela Sehudu. Savani Velasic. Elani Chrysanthi Voyasis. Manu Ali Khalid Wallace. Brianna Alexis McEwen Walls. Grace Elaine Ward. Isaiah Alfonso Marquise Carvel Owenswell Ward. Megan Brooke Ward. Aaron Lee Weems. Brian Timothy White. Jayshawn Shamad White. Ashlyn Marie Whitfield. Oprah Colleen Whitfield. Eric Jamond Wilcutt. Anna Janae Lynn Williams. Hope Patricia Williams. Jaleel Isaac Williams. Jessica Marie Williams. Arthur Rexford Willis V. Savannah Scott Willis. And Joseph Isaac Young.
Seniors, please stand. Seniors, move your tassel from right to left. On behalf of the Craven County Public Schools Board of Education, I officially declare you the graduates of New Bern High School class of 2017.
Thank y'all so much for being here.
Oh, shoot. I didn't even have it on.
Thank you.